What's going on, Shady People? ShadyPenguinn here, bringing you a brand new series. This is going to be monotype Mondays, and for my first type, I decided to go with fire. And we all know that because stealth rock is the meta, fire is so difficult to use. But you know what? I stayed up late with a friend. We tried to make it work. I have two battles here for you guys. Pretty good battles, like solid battles to watch. I'll admit I lost a few and I won a few. Like it was probably like 60% losses, 40% wins. So with stealth rock, it's really hard to work around. But you know what? I had a lot of fun doing this, and it's definitely going to be something to come through the future. My team that I have, as you can tell by the photo that you're staring at, I got a Rotom. I have my Chandelure, my Arcanine, my Typhlosion, my Houndoom, and my Torkoal. My Torkoal is my physical wall. My Houndoom is my sweeper. My Typhlosion is my special wall. Arcanine is my bandit. Chandelure is a freak who's like, just, his moveset is ridiculous. Me and my friend had a lot of fun making that moveset because it's just so random. He's scarfed. And then I have an Expert Belt Rotom. Why Expert Belt? Why the heck not? So we're going to check out this first battle right now. I decide to lead off with my Arcanine as he leads off with his Skarmory, which was super obvious. So I decided, you know what, let's just lead with Arcanine and go straight away for the Flare Blitz. I know he's going to set up rocks, but let's just kill this Skarmory. So I go just Flare Blitz, takes him down to his 30, and then I Flare Blitz again just because why the heck not. At this point I'm kind of just like, you know, switching out and then into a Confuse Ray is not going to be too good. So I decide to stay in, break through Confusion, get another Flare Blitz off in one shot. I freaking one shot his Chupacabra. So then he sends out his Gliscor. At this point I'm like, you know what, you're freaking putting in work, Arcanine, so let me save you. So I switch out into my Torkoal. Decide I just really need to get a Rapid Spin off, so let me Rapid Spin those rocks away because he's not setting any more up. His Skarmory's gone, and I doubt that his Donphan's going to carry rocks as well. Here he goes for another Protect, and I misclick. I don't know what I was thinking. I went for a Yawn when he's got a sub up, so I was just borderline Baby Dumpster retarded. But I decide to stay in here, set up my own rocks on his side of the field, and Torkoal's pretty much lived its usefulness. But I decide because he's going to go for the Protect, let me get the free switch off, because that's exactly what happens. And then I go for my HP Ice, which is a necessity. And once again, I just say, you know what, let me just go for the HP Ice one more time. Nope, psych! I go for the switch out, because I know he's going to switch out into his, into Chansey, I assumed. So I went for my Chandelure, went for the taunt, the Scarfed Taunt, my friends, just to make his Blissey completely useless, switch back out into my Arcanine, and at this point I'm just like, you know what, maybe he won't use Ice Shard, but he uses Ice Shard, so I should have went for Extreme Speed. I just went for Flare Blitz there, which was a misplay on my part. Here I go back into Rotom, go for the HP Ice, he misses his Head Smash. Sucks for him. Amazing for me. Then he's going to be forced to switch out into his Chansey. I go for another HP Ice, that's all I can do. I gotta switch out now, predicting a Wish. I go for Torkoal, just because there's really nothing I can do. I don't know what I was thinking there. I could have went to something else, but I sacked off my Torkoal. Here I go into Chandelure and trick his Chansey. Are you kidding me here? You kidding me? He's got a choiced Chansey. What is that gonna do for him? Absolutely nothing, my friends. So he's forced to switch out, and I'm like, you know what, HP Ice will hit anything it wants to semi-decently. I go for the double trick. No one expects a double trick. I give him his Eviolite that I stole from his Chansey, and I take the choice Specs. Then I go for a Specs Willow, which, I mean, come on. You get better than a Specs Willow. At this point, I just had too much fun, so I just decided, let me let Chandelure die, which I really shouldn't have. I should have preserved him for Gliscor, but what are you going to do? Here I just send in my Houndoom, the monster, the beast, the legend himself. I go for the Shadow Ball, KO that Pokemon, no problem. No problem. Here I switch out because I don't feel like taking a Seismic Toss to the face with Houndoom, which really, in retrospect, stupid switch, completely pointless switch. I switched out. I should have went into my Typhlosion right away, because Typhlosion has the leftovers and it's pretty bulky. I mean, it's my special wall, but it's pretty bulky, so don't gotta worry about that. Decide to just go for the Toxic and then exchange Seismic Tosses for a little while. I go for the Protect here now, just because, you know what, let me get that Toxic damage, let it rack up, because Chansey obviously has no choice but to go for the Seismic Toss because it's choiced. Now I know he's going to switch out, but I just go for the safe Seismic Toss because it is the move to go for right now. Either way, Again, here I predict he's going to go for a sub, so I stay with the Seismic Toss. There's no reason not to. It'll break the sub. It's fine. It'll do a good amount of damage. He goes for the Protect just to get some Toxic recover on his part. I stick with the Seismic Toss. I don't feel like predicting the Earthquake and going into Rotom because it's too risky. I just said, you know, let me just keep trying to break the sub. I don't want him getting a free sub. So here I go into my Rotom. He goes for Protect. This is where it gets crucial. This is the clutch right here. Here I predict that he's got to go back into Chansey. So I make a switch after his Protect and go into my Houndoom, which is awesome because now I know that I have the upper hand at this point. Let me just Nasty Plot, because even if he wishes, if he Seismic Tosses, it doesn't matter. I'm faster. I get a Sludge Bomb off, kill its Brittany with my +2 Houndoom ready to go. I'm just like, yo, Flamethrower. That's it. Flamethrower. Take out his Gliscor. That's Mono Fire winning. And he had Rocks at some point. I just had to spin him away. That's definitely crucial if you're playing Mono Fire. You need to have a spinner, and Torkoal is the best Mono Fire spinner in my opinion. He's just physically bulky. He's a beast. So that was that game. We're going to go into game number 2. I'm going to lead off with my Torkoal while my opponent leads off with a Heracross. You can take a look at his team on the side. Here I go for the Yawn just because I thought maybe he'd try to set up early game. I don't know why he would, but go for the Yawn. He's forced to switch out. Then I go for the Rocks to get them up on his side of the field. He goes for a Waterfall, but because Torkoal is so physically bulky, it lives it. Unfortunately, he does get the flinch. Otherwise, I would have had a really good scenario where I got another Yawn off, and that would have been nice. What are you going to do? Here I just go into my Chandelure and go for the HP Ice Scarfed. What? HP Ice Scarf. So this Chandelure carries Trick, HP Ice, and Willow. What else does it have? We don't know yet. Alright, so here I decide, let me go for another Hidden Power. What is he really going to do to me? But of course he gets a Stone Edge crit, and that's obviously going to take me out because there's nothing I can do about it. Here I'm just like, you know what? Got to send in my Arcanine, get the Intimidate off, so in case he goes for another Stone Edge, maybe I'll live it. But let me just go for the Flare Blitz. I one-shot it because Arcanine is a monster. He goes into his Crest and sets up a Light Screen while I go into my Typhlosion, and I'm pretty sure here I go for a Toxic. And I was debating because I saw the Breloom, and then he sends it in, I'm like, crap! But then I see, wait, he's not Poison Heal? So that makes me so happy. He's actually probably Effect Spore. So I'm okay with that. He's gonna focus up knowing that I'm gonna switch out because I'm asleep, or even if I don't switch out, he gets a free Focus Punch in on my Typhlosion. But I can't let my Typhlosion die because it is my special wall. I am forced to sack off my Arcanine there. I mean, I was hoping maybe I could live one and get an E-Speed off, but that doesn't happen. Here he goes for a Spore. I'm not sure why. I mean, Sleep Claws is a thing, so Toxic is gonna take it down. And he has his Heracross in right now, and I get to go for an Expert Belt Overheat. Takes out that Heracross, no problem. His Volcarona is going to lose 50% HP right here, and this is where I start making some kind of dumb plays, some risky plays, but I didn't feel like switching anything else in, so I went for a T-Bolt, and it did relatively nothing. Now I go for the Thunder Wave, and what is about to happen, guys, is less mono action and more just paranoia. I go for another Overheat just because, you know what, screw it, that's my strongest move, even though I am going to get the special attack drop every time. I keep going for Overheats, and he keeps getting parried. I'm pretty sure it's like 5 parries in a row, or 3, maybe it was only 3 or 4. So it wasn't anything crazy, but 3 parries in a row is pretty freaking crazy. He wasn't even raging in the chat, so good for him. Good freaking guy. So what I'm gonna do now is I switch in my Typhlosion because I want to preserve my Rotom because it's a monster and it had no special attack left, so there's no reason to let it die. Here I'm just gonna hope that my Typhlosion wakes up in time to get a Toxic off because that'll pretty much secure the game for me. I mean, honestly, either way, I just gotta stall Light Screen out and send in Houndoom and get a Dark Pulse off, and it's over because it's stab super effective. I know Crest is pretty bulky, so that's why I really did want to rack up some Toxic damage prior to sending in my Houndoom. So I do get that. I do get to wake up, get the Toxic off, as you saw. I get a couple Protects off, a couple Seismic Tosses off, because my Typhlosion special wall is just a monster. It's a monster. Can live Psychics from a Crest. I get to go for another Protect. I thought that was a little too obvious, and you might go for a Calm Mind, but I haven't seen it yet, so I said, you know what, screw it, let's go for another Protect. Get some more Toxic damage off. Here, I just go for an Overheat for the lulz, but I miss. It would have been nice to hit that. Whatever, but now Houndoom is going to come in and clean up. Going to clean up that 11% HP. Dark Pulse it up. That's what I meant to say before, Dark Pulse. But that's going to be that game. It was a lot of fun. Monotype is a lot of fun. Monotype Mondays are going to be pretty cool. Please leave a like rating if you enjoyed these battles and if you're looking forward to more Monotype. Please leave a comment down below. What type would you like to see next? I will not do Water because I don't want to do Rain Dance. I don't know. And that's why I didn't do Sunny Day, if you're wondering why I didn't make a Sunny Day Mono Fire. It's just too common. Sunny Day's too common. So thank you so much for watching. Leave that comment. Let me know what type you want to see. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to become a shady person and you haven't already. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady.